Have you ever wondered why the desire for sex is so powerful? Why it appears in nearly every culture, every civilization, and every period of human history? At first glance, the answer seems obvious: to have children. But if reproduction were the only reason, then why does the human brain dedicate so much energy to desire, attraction, romance, and intimacy? The truth is that sex is connected to some of the deepest systems inside the human body, and without it, human history might have looked completely different. For millions of years, every species on Earth faced the same challenge: survive long enough to pass on its genes. Species that failed disappeared forever. The ones that survived developed powerful biological drives that pushed them toward reproduction. Humans were no different. Over countless generations, the brain evolved reward systems that encouraged behaviors linked to survival. One of the strongest rewards became sexual desire. When people experience intimacy, the brain releases chemicals such as dopamine. Dopamine is often called the reward chemical. It creates feelings of pleasure and motivation. This reward encourages behaviors that help the species continue. But reproduction is only part of the story. Humans are different from many animals. Human children require years of care before they can survive on their own. Because of this, early humans benefited from forming long-term bonds. Scientists believe intimacy helped strengthen those bonds. Another chemical released during intimacy is oxytocin. Oxytocin is associated with trust, connection, and emotional closeness. It helps people feel attached to one another. This bonding may have helped families stay together and cooperate. And cooperation was one of humanity's greatest advantages. Thousands of years ago, humans survived not because they were the strongest animals, but because they worked together. Strong social bonds helped groups hunt, build shelters, share resources, and protect each other. In a way, sex became connected not only to reproduction, but also to social connection. Yet the influence of sexual desire goes far beyond biology. Throughout history, people have written poems, songs, books, and entire stories about love and attraction. Wars have been fought. Kingdoms have risen and fallen. Countless decisions have been influenced by the search for connection and intimacy. This desire has shaped art, culture, music, and even the structure of societies. But what would happen if humans suddenly lost all desire for sex? At first, life might seem unchanged. People would still wake up, go to work, eat, sleep, and continue their routines. But over time, birth rates would collapse. Entire populations would begin shrinking. Schools would become emptier. Cities would slowly age. Generation after generation, humanity would decline. Eventually, the future of the species itself would be threatened. Yet even before that happened, another change would occur. Human relationships would be different. The emotions, attractions, and connections that influence so much of human behavior would no longer exist in the same way. Society itself might become almost unrecognizable. This is why the desire for sex feels so powerful. It isn't a random feature of the human mind. It is the result of millions of years of evolution. A system designed to encourage reproduction, strengthen relationships, and help our species survive. So the next time you wonder why this desire exists, remember that it is connected to one of the oldest goals in all of life: the continuation of the human species. And without it, the story of humanity might never have been written.